WCVH proudly presents CV Today.
Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, November 1st.
Now over to Lexi with some more announcements.
Thank you. The quote of the day today is, "Courtesy is as much a mark of a gentleman as courage," by Theodore Roosevelt. Today's weather is cloudy with a high of 58 and a low of 52. Today's lunch is cheeseburger with no hot combo. Tomorrow's lunch is walking taco and the hot combo is grilled chicken sandwich. Now over to headline news.
It was just after 3 p.m. Tuesday when Sayfullo Saipov, a 29-year-old Uzbek national, drove a rented truck into a crowd of bicyclists and pedestrians near the World Trade Center.
It happened out of nowhere. I was walking down the street, it was a normal day, and just out of nowhere I see people running and screaming.
Witnesses also report Saipov shouted Allahu Akbar, and a law enforcement official says there was a note in the truck claiming the attack was done in the name of ISIS.
This was an act of terror, and a particularly cowardly act of terror aimed at innocent civilians, aimed at people going about their lives who had no idea of what was about to hit them.
Saipov was shot and captured by NYPD police officer Ryan Nash.
After the collision, the driver of the truck, a 29-year-old male, exited the vehicle brandishing 2 handguns. A uniformed police officer assigned to the 1st Precinct confronted the subject and shot him in the abdomen. The subject was wounded and transported to a local hospital.
The FBI, NYPD, and other members of the Joint Terrorism Task Force are now investigating the attack. I'm Sophia Steed, reporting.
Attention winter athletes, sports physicals are due by 3 p.m. on Friday, November 10th. If your last sports physical was before June 1st, you need a new one. If you turn in a sports physical to Mrs. Hess between June 1st and October 6th, you need a parent recert. Pick up and return forms in the main office or the athletic training room. No other forms or notes are acceptable. Now over to an announcement from Link Crew.
Hey Palik, what are you doing after school today?
Well, I probably have a lot of homework.
College applications.
Yeah. Oh, or I could go to this MPOP party, the marking period over party for all you freshmen. It is happening today after school from 3 to 4:30. There's going to be games and food, and it happens all in our beloved cafeteria. So come out.
Students, bring your parents to Lancaster County College Night here at CV High School on Monday, November 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. Admission counselors from over 215 colleges, nursing schools, technical schools, and business schools will be present to discuss their school's programs. Sophomores and juniors will want to attend the sessions on how to choose a college. There will also be 3 sessions dealing with financial aid. And remember to bring your College Night guidebook with you. If you do not receive one, stop by the guidance office to pick one up. Please carpool if possible. It'll be crowded. Remember, doors open at 6 o'clock. Now over to CV Cribs.
All right, welcome to the 4th edition of CV Cribs. Let's get started. Okay, so we walk right into the dining room. It's a very cute dining room. You can see that a recurring theme throughout the house are angels. So there's a lot of angels displayed over there. And then we walk through and we walk right into the kitchen. There's a sign that really adds to the personality of this teacher. It says, keep it simple. So this teacher likes to keep it simple, and the house definitely has a rustic vibe to it. Now we're gonna walk into the living room. Once again, angels, a whole collection of angels. And you can see that his daughter has definitely taken over the house at this point. So let's go on over to our nursery.
Here we have the nursery, and this teacher said that he and his wife redid most of the furniture in here. So these are all old things that have been refurbished to look really nice, and it's really beautiful in here, honestly. Right up there's a little TV, and they said that this used to be their gym, so that's why it's there. Will not be used until she's a bit older. All right, And then coming right over here, we have a little surprise, which is my personal favorite part of the house.
Not mine.
This is cheesecake!
The only thing I like about him is that his name's Cheesecake.
He's so cute and I love him. I feel bad. Let's keep going.
We're gonna walk into the newest edition of this. Used to be a deck, but it has been transformed into a beautiful sunroom. All the wood and the windows have been recycled, and most of it came from Craigslist, which is another hint for this teacher. So yeah, I think it's a nice area for dinner parties and whatnot. Let's head on outside, and we walk right into a trampoline. Have fun. Let's go down the stairs.
His shop. So this is a big clue for anyone who knows the teacher. He does a lot of car restorations and things like that, and it's really neat on the inside. So you can see he has a lot of old cars in here. He even has a sign that says service and repair. And he said it's a little messy because this is where he spends most of his time outside of school. He's coming right through here. He's currently working on his dad's truck. And something really interesting is right over here. This is actually Mrs. Lopez's husband's vehicle, and it's pretty neat that he's redoing this for them.
Oh, I hear someone working on the cars. Who do we have here?
Oh, hey. Hey, guys.
Hi, Mr. Thomas.
Welcome to my crib.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed checking it out.
It was great exploring Mr. Thomas's house. See you in 2 weeks to crash another crib.
Conestoga Valley is beginning a Math Honor Society, which will participate in math-related events and interact with others from across the country and rewards outstanding extracurricular achievement by offering special awards, scholarships, and grants to students and their faculty advisors. Math Honor Society meets every Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in room 125. That's every Thursday, from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in room 125. If you want to stretch your mathematical abilities, come join the fun. Now over to controversial conversations.
Good day, mate. This week on for Conversations with Anna and Sophia, we'll be discussing whether a Australian accent or a British accent is more attractive.
Which accent do you think is more attractive, British or Australian?
Australian. Australian. Oh my God, they're so hot.
Why?
They're just hot. I don't know.
You do an Australian accent?
No.
Oh, give it a go. Come on, mate.
No, I can't.
Do you think a British or Australian accent is more attractive?
British.
Why?
I don't know. I just like it.
Can you do a British accent?
No.
Not at all.
No, I can't at all.
Can you spot a cup of tea? Okay.
Now, which one do you think is more attractive, Australian or British accent?
See, I haven't really had that much experience with an Australian. Wait, that's a lie. I've actually met an Australian guy before, which is really cool, but I like British accents.
Can you do a British accent?
I mean, I can try, but I'm not that good.
Do you think a British or Australian accent is more attractive?
Australian.
Why?
Because that's pretty close to KJ Appa's accent.
Can you do an Australian accent?
Well, if you say good I might, it kind of sounds like you're saying good I might in Australian. In Australian. Hey, thanks. Or rise up lights, which sounds like razor blades in Australian.
Do you think a British or Australian accent is more attractive?
Australian.
Can you do an Australian accent?
No.
Why do you like it better than British?
I don't know. I just like how they say mate a lot.
Australian.
I'd say British.
Woo! I don't know. British people are just really nice. And
Australian people aren't Savannah's coming for you, all of Australia, and probably New Zealand.
Okay, Oceania's fine, all right?
Do you think a British or Australian accent is more attractive?
I don't think there's really either way. I think they're the same.
It just depends on the person?
I guess so, yeah.
Hey, Australian or British accent, which one's more attractive?
Definitely British.
Definitely, why?
British, because British people are just smarter that way. You say Australian people have kangaroos. That's not sexy at all. British people are smart. They invented stuff. Intelligence is high. That's what you got to look for in a girl.
you want to find the smartest one here. You guys do your best Australian and British accent?
No.
Yes, you
There's shrimp on the barbie.
For the Britain, yeah?
Can't top that. I can't.
Would you like a spot of tea? Do you think a British or Australian accent is more attractive?
Probably British because that's the one I know how to do.
Ooh, can you do one for us?
Sure. Well, hello, my name's Max Bartos. I'm a freshman here at CV High School.
These have been the best accents we've ever seen in the history of ever.
That's the one who... After reviewing the polls and numerous live interviews, we've come to the conclusion that...
CV thinks that a British accent is more attractive than an Australian accent.
Personally, I think that's because we were colonized by the British and we still have that alignment with the British accent so many years later, but that's just me.
Well, I think Australian accents are more attractive. You know what I'm saying?
So we know this is kind of a lighter poll in terms of the severity of the question, but we do try to mix it up so not everything's too serious. But if you have any other comments or suggestions or ideas for future polls, be sure to add us on Twitter at CV Controversy.
See you next time, CV.
Ninth graders interested in wrestling for the middle school team. If you plan to wrestle this season and you are in ninth grade, please see Coach Hershey in room 104 as soon as possible for important information. Our first team meeting will be after school on Thursday, November 2nd. Please make arrangements for transportation at 4:30.
Now over sports highlights.
Bucks coming off a 117-106 win on Sunday against Atlanta as Brock. Now Westbrook guarded by Brogdon. Tough job for a second-year player. Rookie of the year inside 12-footer count. Don't worry about us. Get your shots up. He's up to about 16 shots a game now. Backdoor onto the Kumbo. Finds Cotton to the Final Four. Got a cup of coffee in the NBA. Also onto the Kumbo. Snell. Middleton drives. They've had like 4 in the last 2 possessions. Don Maker hard to the basket and one. Teletovic with the banker. Brown. Teletovic open. The Houston Rockets have still got to integrate Chris Paul into what they're doing. Vaughn. You're tempted to say, you need 3 balls out there, but they're finding a way to get it done. Lackluster effort tonight against.
That's all the announcements we have for you today.
On behalf of WCBH, I'm Nadia.
Alongside Brady.
And this is CV Today.
Have a dub Wednesday.